lack of training on the issue. Also, a limited number of residential options and lack of specialized services. And from that point on, a number of advocates from around Virginia have worked with legislators in improving Virginia's laws, and that definitely was done. However, at the end of the day, we had prosecutors and law enforcement still tell us we don't have what we need to prosecute these cases on the state level. And so instead we have a patchwork of law, if you will, based on an antiquated model of prostitution. And from that, whether it was the abduction law, which was commonly used, as I'm sure Eric can testify to, but basically grand juries had a hard time indicting based on that because the trafficker's not always in the presence of the victim. Or if it's the pandering law, there's problems with that, including the fact that there was little teeth. And so, based on this, in the fall of 2014, last fall, Sheriff Hope decided to implement a campaign, Kids Are Not For Sale in Virginia, and put together people from around Virginia who are on the front lines of this issue. And there are over 19 organizations that are part of it, including Central Virginia Justice Initiative and the Great Haven. And we all worked together and started working on draft legislation in the fall based on what is currently lacking under Virginia law. And we had Delegate Tim Hugo introduce the House bill, and then Senator Mark O'Shea introduced the Senate bill. And it was really exciting to see all of the General Assembly come behind it in a bipartisan manner, and it actually passed unanimously on the last day of session. And Governor McAuliffe actually signed it into law at the end of last month, as I mentioned, and it will be effective in on July 1st, actually.